we were just able to awaken Seraphim from her slumber, also rescuing Senna, Elia and Coralie from her half-mind powers. In the process of, we also successfully chased Lantern away, who was about to take care of us, and know that Sarah's power are not enough to help us solve upcoming shadow disaster. We are back to awakening another Shu, which probably will be Thelema, because this is the only one who is missing. Everyone else is already awakened. And welcome to episode 4 with that, and let's start.
瞧，你已经控制不住你的恐惧了。
See, you can no longer control your
最后
fear.
给你一次机会，臣服于我吧。
I will give you one last
然后
chance. Submit
随
me
诸君一起
and join the
欢送我的
others
名
here.
字。
Celebrate my name. Yeah, it's Thelema.
结合的问题暂时解决了，
The
利润
union
实现
issue
了
has
诅
been
咒，
temporarily
也
resolved,
至少在我们个
while
人
the
层
curse of the
面
10
目前
faces
得
of
到了控
misery,
制。
at least it seems to be under control.
未曾谋面的树还剩
individual
2位，
There are also 2
根据
Shus we
松
still
雀的说
haven't
法，
met.
世
According
界
to
的命运
Centuria,
仍与
the
他们
world's
息息相
fate
关。
is still
先找陈学
closely
姐汇报一
related
下
to
情
them.
况吧。
Let's report to the situation to Chengchi first. And this is where we start. Yeah, there's 2 Shu that we haven't met, but we saw plenty in the
会遇
past
到什么有
episodes
趣的事呢？
that Baiji is chained to some shadow style about.
出发了，
Okay,
会遇
Chengchi
到什么有趣的
speaking
事呢
with？ Alam we know from the source the Miss Sweet event. Continue your journey to awaken the path of the Shu. Entropy reported to Chengchi about awakening Seraphim of the Shu of Union, the battle with Lantern and Songchu's old mentor.
这还真是很有意思的展开呢。
How interesting.
喂，你别这么说，我们可是差点就回不来了呢。
Hey, don't take it so lightly. We almost didn't make it back.
那不会了，从小时候给你出体检报告起，我就知道你会有多大能耐。啊，那时候你是不是还要兜尿布来着？
I doubt it. Even since I started giving your physical checks up when you were little, I knew how capable you were. Oh, you even needed to wear diapers back then?
别这样，陈学姐。
Please, Xingxue.
哎呀哎呀，不好意思了吗？
Oh dear, are you embarrassed? Oh.
好了好了，不逗你了。毕竟在我们面前还有一个危机需要解决嘛。
Alright. I will stop teasing you. There's still a crisis we need to resolve. It's so insane that Chengxue saw... Like, we have some hints that she's probably really strong. Also, at least she wants always go into battle. I hope it doesn't resolve into the final battle of our teacher. Also...
所以关于那个老办法，让七术再次集结，复现100年前分隔世界的伟业，你们打算按什么顺序来执行呢？
So about that old method, reuniting the 7 Shu to replicate the feat of separating the world a century ago. What order do you plan to do it in?
苏雀，你看呢？
Songque, what do you think?
哎，问我吗？
You asking me?
他当然要问你吧，你不也好歹算是七术之一。
But she's asking you. You're one of the 7 Shus, aren't you?
而且松雀的建议也一直都很有用嘛。
And your suggestions have been always very useful.
被你们这么一说，咱还真有点不好意思了。
I feel a bit embarrassed with all of you saying that.
订正，松雀并没有不好意思。事实上，他很满足于被各位恭维的感觉。
Correction. Songque isn't embarrassed. In fact, she's quite satisfied with the feeling of everyone complimenting her.
学姨，你在胡说些什么呀？
Anti-perception, what are you babbling about?
我没有胡说，而且因为说服其他树的行动可能异常艰难，此刻的松雀正在内心里打退堂鼓。
I'm not babbling, and because convincing other Shus might be exceptionally difficult, Songque is currently having second thoughts.
如果各位不对他软硬兼施加以逼迫，他很可能不愿再回到廊丘，去面对可能与灯再度决一死战，或是被自己的师父严厉管教等等局面。
You don't go hard on her. She might not want to return to Langqiu to potentially fight Lantern again or be harshly disciplined by her master. And yeah, we're still not done with Lantern. That fight in last episode was just a breeze.
喂，绝！
Perception!
咱就算有偷偷这么想过，你也不能就这样说给大家听吧。
Even if I thought that to myself, you shouldn't tell everyone like that.
所以你的确这样想了？
So you did think like that?
不是，没有。决议他只是因为过去经常和咱在一起，觉得咱有可能会这么想而已。
No, I didn't. And perception, she just thought I might think that because we used to be together a lot.
好了，现在我们就算是让他上刀山下火海，他也抹不开面子自己跑路了。
Alright, now that we have practically forced her into a corner, she's unable to run away.
克拉丽，你真幽默。
Corellia, hilarious.
所以，如果归结一下我们将要面对的困难，
So, to sum up the difficulties we are about to face,
无论是在图书馆的行差踏错，还是之前见到享乐之树时的惊鸿一瞥，
whether it's the mistake we made in the library or the impressive glimpse we had of the Shoe of Pleasure,
至少对此刻的我们来说，树的力量，又或者说他们应用影子的独特方式，仍然是扑朔迷离。
at least for us, the power of Shus, or rather their unique way of manipulating shadows, all remains elusive.
相比起来，之前多尼戈尔那种硬碰硬的风格，反倒更容易应付。
Compared to that, it's actually easier to deal with Duonigo. At least he is frank.
你懂什么？一力降十会都没听说过吗？一点品味都没有。
What do you know? Haven't you heard of nothing stands a chance against absolute force? You have no sense of taste at all.
看来多尼戈尔的意见是，我们应该优先去叫醒松雀的师傅。
It seems that Duonigo thinks we should prioritize waking up Songchu's master first.
哎，如果你们能做到，那当然是好事一桩。
Assuming you can accomplish that.
啊，你们别这样呀！倒不是咱怕自己的师傅，是他老人家的情况。
Don't say it like that. It's not that I'm afraid of my master. It's just his situation is.
我来帮松雀解释吧。
Let me explain for Songque.
松雀的师傅乃是七树的根基，如果其余六树没有全部苏醒，他也无法将自身从天空的牢笼中解放。
Songchue's master is the foundation of the seven Shus. If the other six Shu don't fully awaken, he won't be able to escape from the cage in the city, in the sky. So meaning we all know that he's like chained, but why? And he does have like 7 chains on him, not 6.
即使他并非所谓的囚徒，
Even if he's not so-called prisoner.
我听不懂这句话的逻辑。
I don't understand the logic behind that sentiment.
树的力量本非行善之用，即使七树曾经拯救了廊丘和欧夏，这也并不意味着他们是那种舍己为人的英雄。
The power of the Shus isn't inherently good, even though the 7 Shus once saved Langqiu and Oxia. That doesn't make them selfless heroes.
各位一路上应当已经发觉，树的力量大都相当危险。哦，松雀或许是个例外，但这只因为它是欺瞒之术，如果没有足够的本钱，它的力量可谓一文不值。
You must have noted that the Shus power are usually dangerous. Sonche might be exception, but that's only because she's a Shu of deception. Without the ability to back it up, her power is virtually worthless. Man.
爵爷，咱怎么觉得您今天越来越和我过不去了呀？
And perception? Why do I feel like you are targeting me today?
那你可就想多了，我只是毫无多余感情的器用而已。
You are imagining it. I'm just a gadget without superfluous emotions.
言归正传，简单来说，松雀的师傅当年为自己立下了若干戒约，除非树的力量在廊丘失控，否则掌握最危险力量的他就不会醒来。
Simply put, Sonche's master made several wolves for himself back then, and unless the Shu's power go out of control in Langqiu, he who wields the most dangerous power will not awaken. What power? What Shu are you?
即使如今多尼戈尔已经掌握了巽死，而我也勉强能算作器用，但如果各位无法唤醒享乐，那么一切都是空谈。
Even though Dunigo has mastered the sacrifice, and I can barely be considered as gadget, if you can awaken up the pleasure, then everything is just talk.
无论是再次分隔世界，还是单纯寻求虚焰之术的帮助，你们都得在暂时无法与灯和解的情况下，先挑战享乐之术瑟利姆的假面回廊。
Okay, so whether it's the world's separation or simply seeking help from the Shu of falsehood, since you can't reconcile with Lantern yet, you will have to challenge Thelema's Masquerade Corridor first.
原来如此。
I see.
也就是说，在你告诉我们这些背景之后，我们的行动事实上别无选择。
So by saying all of this, you're basically stating that we have no choice.
是的，
Yes,
我明白了。
I understand.
那么，寻梦者，你愿意再次带领大家唤醒一位树吗？
So, Entropy, are you willing to lead us again to awaken another Shu?
这已经大大超出了普通课题的难度。如果你感到难以胜任，我也可以和你交换，由你在后方做相对安全的支援工作。
This is far more difficult than ordinary task. If you don't feel up to it, we can swap roles and you will provide support from behind. That should be relatively safe. Shang Chengxue again tries to go into the action.
那倒不必吧。总觉得我还挺擅长做这些调查呢。
I don't think that's necessary. Because I'm actually pretty good at that kind of investigation.
看来是我多虑了呢。
Looks like I worried too much. I'm worried about you more, Chengxue.
是啊，只要你有信心和毅力，一切都不是问题。
Yeah, as long as you have the confidence and determination, everything will be fine.
那么，作为展开行动的第一步，
So, as the first step of our operation,
寻梦者，如果你已经准备好了，那就和伙伴们一起重返廊丘，开展以享乐之术为目标的探索吧。
Entropy, if you are ready, you can return to Langqiu with your friends now and start to search for the Shu of Pleasure.
我随时可以出发。大家呢？
Sure, I can leave anytime. Everyone? 出发出发！
哎呀，
Oh my.
不是那个，
Well,
俗话说舍命陪君子，今天发生了这么多事，咱和你们也算是老搭档了，哪还有不去的道理呢？
As the saying goes, die with a loyal friend. We are comrades after all. What happened today? There's no reason for us not to go.
那话怎么说的来着？吉人，
How does that saying go again? Good things happen to...
吉人自有天相。
Good things happen to good people.
吉人自有天相，车到山前必有路。
That's right. Good things to happen to good people. And where there's a will, there's a way. Oh, okay. Look at the Masquerade Corridor. Look over. Ooh, okay. This is one of the new areas. Okay, then let's teleport there. Okay, it looks like it's here.
随时待命。
Can we
是这边吗？
do this?
又到我了，交给我吧。
Then go with Senna. Rugged
附近有波反应，
realm.
小心啊！
Realm. Do we have to fight? No?
出发。
Okay. Then let's go. Exploration, I will do a off stream. Oh,
哦，在这里已经能看见了，一座好大的庄园悬在天上。
oh, there's a huge mansion floating in the sky. I can see it from here.
那就是假面回廊，享乐之树瑟利姆沉睡的地方。
That's the Masquerade Corridor where Thelema, the Shus of Pleasure, is slumbering.
不过，这是用什么原理浮在了天上呢？
But how come it's floating and why is it upside down? Or not? Is it?
无所谓吧，感觉我已经见怪不怪了。
It doesn't matter. I have seen stranger things before.
基于之前的经验，我们的确要更加小心才好。
Based on our previous experience, we need to be more careful.
那倒是，虽然松雀出于性格温柔的考量，先带我们接触了色拉佩姆，但没想到结合之术在没有主观敌意的情况下就能困住我们。
True, other Songchua, out of Seraphim gentle nature, led us to make contact with Seraphim first. We didn't expect the Shus of Union to trap us without any subjective hostility.
咱这也是百密一疏，常在河边走，哪有不湿鞋嘛？而且最后事情也没有变得太坏，是吧？
I did make a mistake, but accidents do happen. At least, things didn't turn out too bad, did they?
另外，这回咱们要找的瑟利姆，抛开性格问题不说，他的能力，你们也算是知根知底儿。
As for Thelema, we are looking for this time. Aside from her temper, I think you are already familiar with her abilities. This is what we did before the Thelema story quest. I can refer to it again.
如果你在指之前复现过的那段琥珀街往事，那我觉得最多也只能让我们到一知半解的程度。
If you are referring to the replicated events in Masquerade, I think we can only grasp about half of the situation at best.
瑟利姆出身贵族，拥有支配他人的力量，通过洞悉他人的恐惧而使对方臣服于自己。现有的情报大致就是这些。
Thelema comes from nobility and has the power to control others. She makes them submit to her by sending their fears. That's pretty much all we know right now.
哦，对了，还有一条，松雀你也曾经臣服于他。
Oh yeah, and Songchi once submitted to her too. But Thelema did not use any powers.
那是往事不堪回首，哎。
That's a past I would rather not recall. Man, Songchi looks so good.
以唤醒享乐之树为目标，我认为这些情报已经足够。各位最好快点前进，如果被灯察觉，想必对你们不利。
I'm sure we have enough intel to awaken this Shus of Pleasure. You would better hurry. you would not want to be noticed by Lantern. Yeah, Lantern is still hunting us somewhere. Now that we are not in the mansion of
跑起来了！
of Seraphim
敌人就尽管交给我
or
吧。
of Unity.
等等，
Wait,
怎么了？
what is?
前面可能有敌人。
There might be enemies up ahead.
可是负责警戒的多尼格尔也没。
But Doligo is in charge of surveillance, and he hasn't.
不仅没叫，还突然加快了小碎步，好像随时准备开溜似的。
Only he didn't alert us, but he silently weakened his pace, as if he was ready to bolt at any moment.
所以我才说前面可能有敌人。
That's why I said there might be an enemy up ahead.
好，这么用我是吧？
Alright, you're making a point.
我是说，反正我现在也只剩这点力量了。至于前面的危险程度究竟如何，那你们自己看呗。
I mean, I only have this much strength left anyway. As for the level of danger up ahead, well, see for yourself. Couple of shadows, nothing big.
是灯，
Oh, lantern? Really?
交给我吧。
Oh, couple of dead shadows. Yeah, we will not be able to escape here. And she's like just fighting shadows. Hello? Lantern? I'm afraid this is a trap. Don't go in the center. Do not go in the center.
一鼓作气，出发！
Okay, let's go in the center. It looks like ritual summon or something. Investigate surrounding traces. Although it was only for a moment, this creature, demise, was imprinted in everyone's eyes. Fierce, agile, then dead in an instant.
虽然之前也交手过，但该说，不愧是灯吗？
Oh, this is how good Lantern is.
这种程度的怪物，我们不也能处理掉吗？
We can also handle a creature of this level, can't we?
是的，只需多花费不少时间。
We can, but it will take quite some time.
好吧，也是。
Fair enough.
这并不是事情的重点吧？为什么灯会出现在这里？
That's not the point. Why is Lantern here?
那当然是冲着咱们来的吧？
Because of us, of course.
毕竟树总共也就这么几位，而他又说过禁止咱们继续行动下去。
And there's only so many shoes. And she did say that she forbid us to proceed.
哎呀，出发之前咱就不该心存侥幸。
We should not have harbored any false hoping before setting off.
毫无疑问，对灯来说最有效率的做法，就是在尚未醒来的树身边巡逻，预防我们靠近。
It is clear the most effective method for Lantern is to patrol around the Shu who haven't awakened yet to prevent us from getting close.
至于他究竟有没有发现我们，其实也不好说。
As for whether she is discovered us or not, it's hard to say.
怎么说呢？我们好像也没有除了继续前进之外的其他选择。
Well, it seems we don't have any other choice, do we?
的确如此。
Indeed.
走吧，大家后续保持警惕。
Let's go, and be careful of what lies ahead. Yeah.
跑起来了！
All the situation here is a little bit too tense. Not sure if we will be
随时待
able
命。
to do so.
交给我吧。
这是电梯，
Is this an elevator? Another elevator?
刚才我还在想，这建筑到底要怎么上去，没想到方式原来还挺普通。
I was thinking about how we are supposed to get up this building. Didn't expect the way up to be so normal.
咱也没真正进去过几次，不太清楚瑟利姆小姐的设计思路。不过，以前倒是有这么个传闻，说假面回廊之所以会悬浮于空中，就是为了彰显其主人高不可攀。
We haven't really been inside, so we don't know about Miss Thelema's design philosophy. But there used to be a rumor that Masquerade Corridor was suspended in the mid-air to demonstrate how unapproachable its owner is.
那他的虚荣心可真够强的。
When it is quite something.
所以，还是跟之前一样，拜托决议给我们留下能随时回到这里的传送点，然后多尼格尔负责看门。
So, should we ask Aunt Perception to set a portal for us to return whatever we want to have Donica guard the door as usual? Yeah, that didn't work last time.
无所谓，反正不关我事。
Doesn't matter. That's not my concern.
没问题，我这次可以多留几个免费法术。
No problem. This time I can leave a few more free spells.
等等，这样说来，我们刚才根本没必要冒着和灯交战的风险自己跑过来吧？你不是有能力让我们在廊丘瞬间移动吗？
Wait a minute. We didn't need to risk a confrontation with Lantern and come here by ourselves, did we? Don't you have the ability to teleport us to Langchu? And man, I don't trust this dog at any moment.
我应该说过，你们如果没有提出需求，我并不会越俎代庖。
I believe in mentioning that if you didn't make a request, I would not take the initiative.
再说，我也很清楚，你们其实并不想为瞬间移动支付令我满意的代价，等价交换不可能成立。
Oh, fair exchange again. Besides, I'm well aware that you are unwilling to pay a satisfying price for my teleportation service, so a fair exchange is out of question.
行吧，我就知道。
Fine, I knew it. I knew it too. Okay, Duanigo. Talk to Duanigo.
看门，好得很。
Go out the door. What the?
一鼓作气，出发！
Okay, and let's go to the heart of the corridor. I mean, heat to the corridor, right?
看来，这里就是。
Looks like this. It is.
原来如此，看起来就像所谓礼堂一样。
See, it looks like this grand halls.
哼，腐朽的封建领地。
Yeah. Decadent feudal territory.
没什么，只是一些地球上的叫法而已。
It's nothing. It's just some names from the earth.
瑟利姆小姐，她沉睡的位置应该还在这些回廊的最深处。
Miss Thelema. She should be in depth of this corridor, sleeping.
可不要以为你们现在就算到了。
Don't think you have arrived just yet. Huh? Okay, and again, a big mansion here.
跑起来了！
Not only a library, but also that. It's quite pink. Completely in the style of Thelema.
大家要跟上啊！
Oh. 2 doors. And only a right one is open.
这条路
Nothing wrong with this place. Oh no, is this a labyrinth? Oh, this is the labyrinth. Okay.
大家要跟上啊！
Notice the differences. Notice the differences. Okay. I know this. No,
一鼓
we
作
can
气，
handle it.
出发！
I believe. Maybe? Ah, looks quite normal.
又到我了。
Oh,
不是错觉，
it's not an illusion. This place is. Oh, we got attacked.
不出所料，
Ah, I knew it.
嘿，决定了，就是你。
天地三才，有其听之。
吧嗒，爆！
Boom. Okay,
结束
more.
了。
火力出击，别客
Take
气，
Haley out.
锁定目标。到此为止，各就各位，统统消失。
Okay.
哎，好险好险，没想到还有这种阴招。
That was close. I didn't expect such a sneaky trick.
你是指刚才的怪物，还是指我们正处于鬼打墙的状态？
Are you referring to the monsters or us being in the maze?
鬼打墙？
Maze?
好吧，看来重复2遍都有人没意识到环境的异常。
Fine. Seems that repeating it twice didn't make anyone realize how weird this place is.
顺便一提，我之前布下的紧急撤离法术也没法生效了。
By the way, the emergency evacuation spell I set up earlier isn't working either. See? Again, it doesn't work. We do the same mistake.
毕竟是免费的，希望大家谅解。
Well, it's free. I hope everyone understands.
那个，咱不也说过了吗？这地方高不可攀，咱平时也是难得见一回，更别提预判什么机关陷阱了。
Didn't I say that this place is unapproachable? I don't usually get to see it, let alone anticipate any traps.
所以我们被困在了这里，倒是没有多少实感。
So, are we stuck here? It doesn't feel very real.
赫利亚，
Helia seemed to be in a trace, staring into space with a dazed expression. After Coralie called out to her, she suddenly shuddered all over and turned to look at her.
他说：“假面回廊顾名思义，是由享乐之树瑟利姆创造的迷宫。”
She said the Masquerade Corridor, as the name suggests, was a maze created by Thelema, the Shus of Pleasure.
他
She?
难道是小色拉？
Could it be Sarah?
他不让我承认。
She won't let me admit it.
没关系，此地无银300两，这也是一种承认。
It's okay. Admitting that is acknowledgement already.
我们还是先让赫利亚听听对方说了什么吧。
Let Haley listen to what she has to say first.
他说：“他因为不希望游戏太不公平，才会托话给我们。”
She said she sent us a message because she didn't want the game to be too unfair.
刚才与我们交战的影子，他们的作用和这座回廊一样，都是为了把我们困在这里。
The function of the shadows we fought earlier is the same as the corridor. They are all designed to trap us here.
在我们察觉到问题之前，回廊会尝试暗中困住我们。在我们渐渐察觉到问题之后，影子就会出来吸引我们的注意力，让回廊再偷偷改变结构。
Before we realized the problem, the corridor would try to secretly trap us. And then, the shadows would come out to distract us for the corridor to secretly change its structure again.
赫利亚，你快问问他，既然小色拉知道这么多，他之前怎么一声不吭呀？
Helia, can you ask her why Sarah didn't say anything before?
他说那样做对瑟利姆不公平。
She said it would not be fair for Thelema.
他补充说，依靠树的力量，我们就可以安全离开。他只能提醒到这里。
She added that we can safely leave this place with the Shus power, and she can only hint as much to it. Okay, what's happening here? Who?
他说继续在我的脑子里说话，会留下结合之力的副作用，然后就不说话了。
She said that continuing to talk in my mind would leave a side effect of the Shoe of Union. Then she stopped talking. So it is Sarah, right?
这就是全部提示了吗？他只说拥有树的力量可以离开，可没说没有树的力量该怎么办。
Is that all the hints? She only said, we can safely leave this place by relying on Shu's power. But what if we don't have that kind of power?
抱歉，欺瞒之术没有自己可以直接利用的力量。
Sorry. The Shoe of Deception doesn't have a power she can apply directly. And speaking by Shoe of Deception, I totally missed the point that she's like one fragment of Shoe of Gadgets. And still, like, why are there 8 shoes out of, like, I mean, it's just names, right? Maybe.
没关系，我们不是还有决议吗？所以说要依赖所谓的等价交换。
That's alright. We still have Deception, although we need to rely on the so-called fair exchange.
那份代价恐怕非常昂贵，你们一定会拒绝支付。
The price for that would probably be very high, and you will refuse to pay it. Obvious.
灯已经到门口了，我先去应付一阵，你们自己在这里想办法吧。
Thelema has reached the door. I will go with her for a while you should figure out a solution yourself.
没事，瑟利姆自己的力量也是树的力量，你们直接找到他，一样有办法出来。
It's okay. Thelema's power is also Shu's power. If you find her, you will have a way to come out.
来不及了，我必须过去。
I have to go there now, before time runs out. Hey! And she's left us. Meanwhile, outside the corridor,
我至少曾听说过一句俗话
I have heard
3寸气
a
在千
thing
般
a
用，
little
一旦
strain
无常
then
万
can
事
be
休。
put to 1,000 use.
所以趁着还来得及，
So while there's
我
still
们不妨
time,
投降给
we might as well surrender to...
不，我是说，
No, I mean...
喂，你
should face reality, raising our hands and surrendering would be better for both of us.
识
Do
时
amigo.
务者为俊杰。
I think that's what
俊杰
Lantern
的意思
is trying to
我
tell
揣
us.
摩的就是这样。
Yeah, I don't trust this dog at any present moment. Well, perception. As the only one who can freely traverse Langture, Perception faced a dilemma. The destroyer of this realm, who no one can defeat, was now standing there casually, not even caring to lift a finger. Holding the name of destruction, she didn't need to indicate her intentions. Merely the fact that she appeared somewhere carried a terrifying message. Whether it was the dangerous implication represented by her presence, or Dooniga's own choice that led him to surrender and switch sides to so easily, it's probably difficult to say for the time being.
多尼戈尔，首先，无论是你还是我，举手这个动作都相当具有难度。
First of all, both of us would have quite a hard time raising hands.
而投降，我毕竟只是工具，没有立场可言。
As for surrendering, I am but a gadget. I don't have any allegiances.
再者，倘若不考虑我的使用者们，想来我的职能应该不会与一位树有所冲突。
Secondly, my wielders aside, I believe my function should not conflict with a Shu.
恐怕要看你怎么选了。
I'm afraid that depends on your choice. If it had eyes, it would certainly be glancing at the splendid corridor nearby, which was beyond its reach.
也就是说，您要去取回自己的另一把枪。
So you are saying you aim to retrieve your other gun?
毫无必要。
That won't be necessary.
在瑟利姆尚未苏醒的此刻，使用他的力量，未必非得前往他的地盘。
Since Thelema has not been awakened yet, I don't have to venture into her territory to borrow her power.
直说了吧，我是来找你的。
I will be honest with you. I'm here for you. Uh-oh. He looked at the gadget when saying those words. Coincidentally, her gaze pierced through Donigo, leaving behind an illusion that was in fact blind and ludicrous.
你总算认识到了。
So you finally realized it.
不错，局势越是混乱，就越是需要强硬的手段。而在力量这一层面，你最好的合作伙伴的确非我莫属。
Chaotic situation call for hard measures. When it comes to power, I'm your best partner indeed. I'm still keeping changing Donigo's voice. I don't know with what I go.
是利托斯特的那只狗，
Is that little dog?
它什么时候学会说话了？
When did it learn to speak?
哎，我不是已经说过很多次了吗？你们还真把我当狗了？啊！
I have said it 100 times. You really think I'm a dog?
哦，那倒的确，不过无所谓了。
Oh, yes, I do. But whatever.
也就是说，您想与我单独交谈？
So, you wish to talk with me alone?
难怪，如果您决定加以阻止，他们甚至不可能拥有进入回廊的机会。
No wonder. Had you decided against it, they would not have a chance to enter the corridor.
让他们困于其中，原本就是您有意而为。
Was it your plan all along to keep them trapped inside?
难以想象是您这位破气之术会采用的计划。
This doesn't strike me as a plan that you would make sure of destruction.
的确是很麻烦，但在重新睡去之前，我造成的影响总归越小越好。
Yes, it is quite troublesome, but I must keep my influence to the minimum before I fall into slumber again.
在这一点上，我们倒是也有相似之处。
In that sense, we share some similarities.
在得以苏醒的时间段里，比起我自身的意愿，我的功能性更加重要。
During my awakening, my functionality is more important than my own will.
更何况，我接下来要去做的事，不适合有外人在场。
Moreover, what I am about to do, it's not fitting for an outsider to see it.
那么，您特意来到这里，究竟是因为我的身份，还是我的能力呢？
Oh, no, 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 no. It's about to do hour to perception? So, to what do I own this pleasure? Are you here because of my identity or my ability? This was a truly difficult question, but the answer came easy.
所以我才会说，恐怕要看你怎么选了。
That's what I said. I'm afraid that depends on your choice.
带路吧，让我去见见你的创造者。
Lead the way. Take me to your creator. To the show of gadgets.
话先说在前头，我只是想让事情更方便些而已。你也可以选择不合作。
And let me be clear. I merely wish to make things easier. You can also choose not to cooperate.
把廊丘的每一寸土地都翻过来看看，这倒也不是什么不可接受的方案。
The other plan would be to turn over every inch of the land in Langqiu, which is not that unacceptable to me.
听起来还真耳熟啊！这种事情找我合作不是更合适吗？
That sounds familiar, but surely it's better to work with me when it comes to this kind of stuff.
显然，您和多尼格尔不一样，这恐怕只是您的一种谈判手段。
You are clearly different from Duanigo. I fear this is just a negotiation tactic for you.
不过，的确是多此一举。
But that's truly unnecessary.
虽然对使用者来说未必是一件好事，但我终究只是工具，不懂得如何拒绝。
Even though it's not exactly beneficial for my wielder, at the end of the day, I am just a tool. I have no concept of refusal.
这样最好，我们动身吧。
That's for the best. Let's go.
且慢，工具虽然不会拒绝，却仍有与生俱来的用途。倘若您接下来的行动会危及廊丘的稳定，
Wait a second. Tools may not know how to refuse, but they are all born with a function. If what you are going to do next will jeopardize Langqiu's stability,
无论会造成哪一种威胁，恐怕我都难以答应你的任何要求。
I'm afraid I won't be able to agree to any of your demands. Whatever threats you may use.
稳定，
Stability.
虽然很难说我有多么认同这个身份，但在你看来，树难道还会做出对廊丘不利的事情？
Though I'm not exactly comfortable with my identity, do you really believe a Shua would do anything to harm Langqiu?
我毕竟并非人类，思考的维度也有所不同。至少从结果倒推，或许只有树才有能力做出对廊丘不利的事。
I am not human, which means I also think differently. If you walk backwards from the result, would not it be right to say that any Shu are capable of things that could harm Langqiu?
你说的倒也对，
You have a point.
没什么好隐瞒的。我只是想逐一确认他们有没有醒来罢了。
I have nothing to hide. I simply want to ascertain if they have awakened.
也就是说，廊丘眼下的异动，您怀疑和我的创造者有关？
Are you suggesting that the anomalies in Langqiu at present might be connected with my creator?
不，我怀疑的是所有人，阿杰塔只是其中之一。
No, I'm suspecting them all. Ajita is the only one of them.
总之，我从来都没有耐心计划，现在也没有闲心解释。
In any case, I never had the patience to make plans, and I'm certainly short of time for explaining right now.
走还是不走？你只需要给我一句话。
Are we going or not? Yes or not?
还真是没有耐心啊！要说眼下的情形只是巧合，您的运气未免太好了一些。不如说，
Lack of patience, I see. But to claim that the current situation is a coincidence, it's hardly believable that you would be so lucky. A better way to explain it would be,
您就是为那几位远客而来的吧？
you came for those guests, right?
在您看来，廊丘此刻的异常，唯有树的力量能够造就。
In your point of view, only a power of a Shu could call for the current anomalies in Langqiu.
倘若他们当中有人能从回廊中逃离，您就有了斩尽杀绝的必要。
If any of them manage to escape from the corridor, you find it necessary to kill them.
而如果事实恰恰相反，只需要在这里稍等一会儿，就能轻而易举地让我落在您的手里。
If it turns out to be the opposite, then All you have to do is wait here for a while, and I will easily fall into your hands.
就效率而言，这相当值得赞许。
It's fairly commendable in terms of efficiency.
你用不着这么多嘴，带路。
Stop talking too much. Show me the way.
当然，如您所愿。
Of course, as you wish. Hey, what about equivalent exchange?
不过，即使您碰巧促成了眼前的局面，但还是忽略了一件事。
But even if you brought about the current situation coincidentally, there's still one thing that you neglected.
把廊丘的每一寸土地都翻过来看看，那恐怕并非是一种行之有效的策略。换言之，对于您将要去做的事而言，我的确不可或缺。
I'm afraid turning over every inch of the land in Langchu is not a feasible strategy. In other words, I am indispensable for what you are about to do.
没关系，既然口说无凭，请吧。
Nevertheless, words would only take me so far. Please, follow my lead.
对于我那位过分考究的创造者来说，他为自己选定的长眠之所，又或者埋骨之地
Creator of us was overly fastidious. The location she chose for eternal rest, or rather her burial. Here we are here. Actually, yeah, I didn't pay much attention to the show of Gadget, but yeah, she's still kind of slumbering for eternal.
绝不可能被掩埋于区区凡尘。
Would never be beneath the soil of the mortal plane. Oh, Duanigo got left alone.
等会儿，这怎么不带我的？
Wait, aren't you gonna take me with you? Duanigo. What's a dog? Good dog? Bad dog. Whatever is. Meanwhile, annihilate the monsters, and we are back in the maze. So I'm not sure why this chapter is called 7 Shus in the maze. It's more like us in the maze, but okay. Okay, what do we have to do? Oh my god!
看我把你们全都锤爆！
I got just time in time, gonna wreck you all.
克拉里好像憋了一肚子
Totally,
火
you're
呢。
really angry.
迷路、转圈、打怪
Getting
物，
lost,
总是重
going
复
in
这样的流
circles,
程。
fighting
你难道
monsters.
就不生气
You？ have been repeating this forever, haven't you? Aren't
兜
you?
兜转转不让人出去。
This
这
place is
森
a
林我
maze,
到底是想让人找
and
到
we
它，
can't find
还
the
是不想
way
让人找
out.
到它？
Doesn't Thelema even want to be found or anything?
瑟利姆小
I
姐
have never
的
even
心
goes
思
to
以
with
前就
this
很难猜
Thelema
透。
mind.
也许她的规则就是
Maybe
一
she lives
切
in
必
the
须臣
code
服于她。
that says all must submit me.
那还真是抽象。
That's kind of ridiculous. Okay, Thelema and Caroline will not be friends. Okay, opening the door or opening this door? Okay, probably not. We don't have the choice. Okay, again. Probably fighting another monster.
你站那别动，吧嗒，爆！
Things got there quite easy.
火力突击，打靶时间。
虽然再次打败了怪物，但还是没有任何进展呢。
We have defeated the monsters again, but we are not making any progress.
就算他想让我们向他臣服，那也应该适时现身吧？难道还希望我们对着怪物跪地求饶？
If she wants us to submit to her, shouldn't she show herself first? Does she expect us just to kneel in front of the monsters and beg for mercy?
让我们产生这种焦躁的心理，也有可能是他的故意设计。
Maybe agitating us like this is all part of her plan.
那他可真够让人讨厌的。
And then she's super annoying. Yep, Caroline don't like her.
人家毕竟是贵族嘛，想法难免高高在上一些。
She is a noble woman after all. She probably has her own lofty way of thinking.
说到这个，之前我就想说了，为什么他要让那些怪物伪装成画的模样啊？单纯为了吓我们一跳
Speaking of which, this has been on my mind for a while. Why would she have the monsters disguised as paintings? Is it just to scare us?
这就不好说啦，毕竟瑟利姆小姐的兴趣是挺广泛。
No clue. Miss Thelema has expensive interests after all.
难道就是这个？
That could be it.
仔细想来，这回廊里虽然有很多挂画，但并不是所有的挂画都会变成怪物袭击我们。
Come to think of it, there's a lot of paintings in the corridor, but not all of them would turn into monsters and attack us.
如果这就是伪装的意义，如果瑟利姆的出发点在于所谓心悦诚服，
What if that's the purpose of the disguise? What if Thelema is doing this to win us over, so we will submit to her willingly?
那么，或许在那些真正的挂画里，就藏有如何接触到她的线索。
Then the clues to her whereabouts could be hidden in the real paintings. Ghostly lanterns, no paintings.
出发吧，
好吧。
交给我吧。
Okay, it looks like one of her shadows. Hope we don't have to make a puzzle.
果然，
I knew it.
这看起来是某种记
This
忆。
appears to be some kind of memory.
早安，父亲大人，母亲大人。
Oh, it's baby Thelema. Good morning, father. Good morning, mother.
昨天的功课已经温习完毕，随时等待父亲大人的检查。下午的茶会准备也已经替母亲大人叮嘱过下人。
I finished reviewing yesterday's schoolwork, father. You may taste my knowledge whatever it pleases you. Mother, I have also conferred with the servant regarding the arrangement for the tea party this afternoon.
身为家族的长女，早在幼年时期，她的表现便足以与其地位相称。
From a young age, Thelema defeated her status as the eldest daughter of the noble family. Narrator has a voice now?
礼仪端庄，才思敏捷，一切贵族必须掌握的技能与技巧，她都会轻松掌握。
The courteous and intelligent girl easily mastered all kinds of skills and techniques necessary for nobles.
在长辈眼里，她是值得期待的家族后继者；在下人眼里，她则又有另一副面孔。
The adults of the family regarded her as a promising heiress, but the servants knew another side of her, and the narrator is Thelema herself, right?
哈德太太，今晚的餐前汤味道似乎有些变化。我记得母亲大人不喜欢太刺激的味道。
Miss Hart, the soup tasted differently tonight. I remember Mother saying that she isn't fond of overly stimulating flavors.
哎呀，一定是新来的年轻伙计搞错了，我这就派人搞清楚，小姐。
Oh, the new kid must have gotten it wrong. I will get to the bottom of it at once, Miss.
罗杰，你怎么还在这里？忘了父亲大人明天的日程表吗？
Why are you still here, Roger? Have you forgotten about my father's schedule tomorrow?
非常抱歉，小姐，我马上就去保养器具。
I'm terribly sorry, Miss. I will get to polishing the riding gear right away.
庄园购入的新油画，我认为它更适合挂在宴会厅的墙上。
艾薇，
哦
你去安排一下，母亲大人会夸你的。
What with all these shakings all of a sudden? Is it a bug? The new paintings we brought would look better on the wall of the banquet hall. See to it, Ivy. Mother will be very pleasant with you.
遵命，小姐。
As you wish, Miss. Ivy the
恩
maid.
威并施，驾驭从属，无需他人指导，他便自然而然地掌握了这些手段。
When dealing with servants, you must exercise authority with both kindness and firmness. Thelema mastered all such skills herself without any guidance.
长辈信任，下属拥立，再加上于贵族之中也属优渥的家资背景，使他早早便得到了随心所欲的特权。
Thelema was trusted by the adults and obeyed by her servants, and her family was affluent even among the nobility. With all these factors combined, she had the freedom to follow her desires from a very young age.
当然，他毕竟不同于凡俗，即使要做天马行空的荒唐尝试，也不会失掉品味。
But of course, she was no ordinary girl. Even her most extravagant games retained a sense of refinement.
小姐，您需要的道具都备齐了。
Miss, I have prepared all the items you asked for.
跟着我，按我的吩咐布置场地。
Follow me. You will decorate the venue according to my instructions.
从模仿父母举行的茶话会，到收集新奇事物的博览会，再到自成一派的艺术鉴赏会，在各种随性而生的点子驱动下，瑟利姆度过了自由自在的童年时光。
Tea parties, mimicking those held by her parents, expositions for their collection of novelties, and unique art soirees, Thelema had a carefree childhood driven by all kinds of capricious ideas.
直到
Until
他成长为家族的继任者为止。
she became the heiress of the family.
刚才那是瑟利姆在解读自己的过去。
That was Thelema recounting her own past?
看来大家都看到了。
So everyone saw that.
没办法，那些有背景的人总是喜欢出版自传，地球上也是这样。
What can I say? People of status always have a thing for autobiographies. It's the same for Earth.
不过，刚才的这种体验，啊，松雀，这是不是和你师傅的宝贝差不多？或者说缩水版？
But the experience just now, isn't it similar to your master's treasure, Sanctuary? Or a poor man's version of it?
哎，大家也别都看咱呀，咱毕竟也是第一次碰这个。如果非要让咱推断，
Don't look at me. It's the first time I have seen something like this. If I have to say something about it,
这原理大概和咱之前经历过的复现差不多，大约都是靠影或者根源来驱动吧。
it works about the same as the replication that we are all experiencing. I suppose it's driven by shadows of source.
只不过师傅宝贝的复现更像是过去经历的读取器，能读出什么取决于谁去启动宝贝，或者给宝贝里注入了什么。
But the master's treasure works more like a reader of the past experiences. What it reads depends on who activated it or what was placed in it.
刚才这个嘛，希娜也说了，感觉像个缩水版，它大概只能算是回廊主人的留声机。估计不管谁来，都只能看到瑟利姆留下的这段自夸。
Like what Senna said. That thing feels like a poor man's version of it. I think it's a sort of phonograph belong to the owner of this corridor. No matter who activated the device, all they will see is their self-flattery left behind by Thelema.
倒不见得只是自夸，说不定对方还有其他用意，比如说，在自传里藏了密码或者暗号。
Maybe it's not just a self-flattery. There could be more to it, like a password or code hidden in the autobiography.
那他还真是自恋啊！
What a narcissist. Carly really doesn't like her. Solve Thelema's riddle. Okay. More enemies, but also okay. More enemies to fight. Let's ignore you for a while. Four runes?
是让我们从4个门里选一个的意思呢。
I think she wants us to choose one of the 4 doors.
看那个门上的符号，我说过吧，自恋的逻辑。
Look at the symbol of that door. I told you, it's the thinking of a narcissist.
符号
Symbol? Oh,
克拉丽的意思是说，瑟利姆把正确答案的提示故意藏在了他自传的角落里。
Carly, are you saying that Thelema has hidden the hint somewhere in her autobiography?
是啊，摆明了想让我们把他的人生经历倒背如流。
Yeah. She just wants us to know every details of her life.
倒也没那么过分吧。
That's probably a exaggeration.
不如说，如果这就是瑟利姆小姐的提示，咱觉得这恰恰说明她不怎么在乎自己的过去。
If this is Miss Thelema's hint, then I can say she doesn't care that much about her path for sure.
比如说这个符号，它与刚才的那段故事其实也谈不上有多少关联。这里面的尺寸感，或许就是瑟利姆小姐说过的“贵族必须随心所欲”。
Like symbol here, I don't think it's closely related to that story. The sense of propriety conveys is probably what Miss Thelema means when she said nobles must do as they please.
哎呀，停！我知道你拿过他的好处，别这么肉麻的吹捧他了。
Hold up. No, you are receiving some perks from her, but no need to lay it on so thick with the compliments.
不过至少现在看来，瑟利姆的思路还是很好理解的。虽说我们还是要实际验证一下。
From what we know now, at least Thelema is pretty easy to understand, though it will still take some verifications to be sure of that.
我们穿过这扇门看看吧。
Yeah, let's go through this door and see what lies beyond us. There's an enemy behind us, by the way. And the enemy disappeared. Okay, so this is the soup. This is where the story starts.
大家要跟上啊！
And I think we will have like painting and something else and something else.
一鼓作气，出发！
It's Thelema herself, and she goes into... Okay, there are like some memories. But we also can activate those. Let me guess, this is monsters? Oops, sorry. I don't want to bother us. Bother you guys.
一晃数年，世界狼丘与他的家族都发生了许多变化。宁为影的灾祸日渐频仍，当代家主醉心于贵族之间的明争暗斗， 家族内部长老更替，家主夫人去世。
Several years had elapsed, and numerous changes affected the world. Langchuo and Thelema's family. Shadow calamities grew more frequent. The head of the family became obsessed with the power, struggles among nobles, reshuffling occurred among the family elders, and the lady of the house breathed her last.
或悲或喜，这一切并未动摇年轻大小姐的心性。她依然秉持着我行我素的做事风格。
None of the events, be they happy or sad, seems to affect the young lady temperament. She carried on doing whatever she wants.
即使她身边的人已与往日渐渐不同。
Even as the people around her gradually changed from who they once were.
你再说一遍，艾薇，什么叫不能准备？
Say that again, are we? Are we? Do you mean by that's not possible?
非常抱歉，瑟利姆大人，这是长老们的规定，女仆没有独自采购的权限。
I'm terribly sorry, Lady Thelema, but it's the Elder's rule. A maid isn't allowed to produce item by herself.
你跟了我这么多年，我从来没听说过有这种规定。什么时候，长老们也有资格对我说三道四了呢？
You have been serving me for years, and I have never heard of such a rule. Since when are the elders entitled to judge my decision?
他们不敢，瑟利姆大人，只是
They are not, Lady Thelema. But
只是
上个礼拜的仪式结束后，您就已经是家族的正式继承人了。我也不再是您的贴身女仆，而要归长老们管辖。
But after the ceremony last week, you have officially become the heiress of the family. So I'm no longer your maid, but answer to the elder now. Oh.
你的意思是，以后要我自己去干那些杂活？
Are you saying that I'm supposed to do the chores by myself?
我绝无此意，瑟利姆大人。只是我没有资格再为您。
That's not all. Not at all, Lady Thelema. It's only that I'm no longer entitled to.
啊，好了好了，我懂你什么意思了。
Fine. I know what you mean.
真是一群无趣的家伙。
What a boring crowd.
这应该是瑟利姆刚刚成为家族继承人的时期。
This should be the time when Thelema just became the heiress.
到目前为止，还真是普通的大小姐的生活啊。所谓的矛盾，也不过是家族责任、贵族传统之类的东西。
Up till now, all I'm seeing is a stereotypical life of a such rich heiress. Her so-called problems are just family responsibilities, noble traditions, that sort of stuff. According to the rule of the Nutrishu family, after becoming the heiress apparent, Thelema, who was only a little over 10 years ago, could take over the helm of the family from her father anytime. Even if she didn't mind it, the attitude of servants always reminded her that she had to become more noble and less approachable.
不过从后来的接触来看，咱是不太能想象他和这些事情反复拉扯的模样呢。
But judging from our latest encounters, I can't really imagine how she used to deal with all these things.
如果咱没记错，他应该就此疏远了家族产业，自己一个人找地方享乐去了。在当时的廊丘，他还因此成了小有名气的纨绔子弟。
If memory serves, that would be the point when she began to drift away from the family business and sought pleasure everywhere on her own. She even gained a reputation as a rather notorious playgirl. in Langchu during her time.
可纨绔子弟又怎么最终成为了七术之一呢？
But how did a play girl end up as one of the 7 Shus?
先顺着他的指引往后看看吧。我们现在了解的信息还是太少了。
Let's follow her instructions and watch some more experience from her life. We don't have enough information for now. Okay, there's a lot of
大
experience
家跟
here.
上啊！
Oh, I can touch it again. What happened if I touch it again? By the way, the monster disappear.
一晃数年，或悲或喜。
Okay. You know what happened?
这应该是瑟利姆刚刚成为家族继承人的时间。
Yeah. We do it.
大家要跟上啊！
Okay, oh my god, there's... Yeah, there's quite a lot. Did I just saw Thelema's shadow? Okay, next one. This will be...
罗杰，是你干的好事吗？为什么随便动我的马？
Roger, did you do that? Did you sell all my horse without permission?
小的不敢，都是坎贝尔长老吩咐的。瑟利姆大人，
I would not have dared. Lord Campbell commanded it, Lady Thelema.
坎贝尔，他不是管经商的吗？我又不掺和他们那些无聊透顶的俗物，他倒管起我来了。
Campbell? Isn't he in charge of the business? I'm no one to meddle in their mundane affairs, so how dare to tell me what to do?
你说说，坎贝尔是怎么吩咐你的？
Tell me, what was Campbell's command?
他说近来宅邸的支出过高，需要适当控制。
He said the expenses are shooting up these days, and they need to be reined in.
尤其是外出游乐和举办宴会方面。
Especially when it comes to recreation, odd things, and parties.
他怎么会知道举办宴会？哦，我明白了，又是艾薇他们在打小报告吗？
Did you know about the parties? Ah, I see. Ivy and the others must have tipped him off.
小的也不想违背瑟利姆大人，只是被长老们拿捏着生计，被吩咐的事也只能照办。
I never wanted to do anything against your wish, Lady Thelema, but the elders could fire me if they want to, so I have to do what they command.
知道了，知道了。
Yes, I know.
告诉我，坎贝尔现在在哪？
Tell me where Campea is, and this is the journey how Thelema became who she is now. Actually, yeah.
在会客室，听说是洽谈购置新地产的事宜。瑟利姆大人，您
He is in the guest room. I heard they were talking about purchasing new estates. Lady Thelema, you...
行了，没你的事了。
You may go now.
原来长老们对瑟利姆的限制，在他正式继承家业之前就开始了。
So the elders has tried to control Thelema before she officially took over the family's fortune.
之前我就在好奇了，这些长老到底是什么来头？相当于公司里的董事会吗？
I have been wondering, what are those elders anyway? Are they like the board of directors in a company?
按照师傅的讲法，对于过去的安和贵族来说，就是帮助家族巩固地位的那群经理人，还有他们的子嗣吧。
Well, according to my master, the elders were like managers of the noble in Antares. They would help the family secure their positions.
拿瑟利姆的努特里斯科家族来说，他们共有5位长老，分别在不同的事务上有一定的话语权。当然，最大的权力还是掌握在家主，也就是瑟利姆父亲的手里。
For instance, the Nutri-Shu family, where Thelema came from, had 5 elders, and each of them had a say in different affairs. But of course, their greatest power lay with the family's patriarch, Thelema's father.
所以他们拿瑟利姆的爸爸没办法，就想提前让他更听话一点。
So, since they could not take action against her father, they sought to manipulate Thelema as a child, hoping to make her more obedient.
不过，如果只是限制瑟利姆的消费，好像也谈不上有多大的矛盾。
But if all they did was impose a spending limit on her, there doesn't seem to be much of a conflict.
是啊，如果只是限制消费，
Yeah, if that was all they did, that is. And they probably did more.
跑起来了，
Ooh, we have a lot about Thelema to
前方的
tell
敌
here.
人就尽管交给我吧。
This is a riddle or is this just a recap of the memory
一鼓作气，
of the story?
谁？
Right there.
不好意思，瑟利姆小姐，是下人们忘记锁门了吗？这真是太失礼了，之后我一定会严厉处理他们。
I beg your pardon, Miss Thelema. Did the servants forget to lock the door? Oh, very careless of them. I will make sure they are severely punished.
只是如您所见，我们正在洽谈要事，能否请您回避一下？
But as you can see, we are in the middle of something important here. Could you please give us a moment alone?
为什么要回避呢，坎贝尔长老？难道有什么我不该听到的内容吗？
Why would you want to discuss it alone, Lord Campbell? Is there something I should not hear?
这怎么会呢？只是家族财政方面的事务，通常都由我经手，不劳小姐和家主大人费心。
That's mostly certainly not. But it is usually my duty to supervise the family's finances. I hardly find it appropriate to trouble you or your father.
不劳我们费心，你就把钱都亏掉了吗？
By troubling us, do you mean you have lost all our money?
您误会了，瑟利姆小姐，一定是下人们又在乱说。财政状况总体还是良好的，只不过。
You are mistaken, Miss Thelema. You must have been listening to those servants' gossips again. Our overall finances are looking good, except...
依我之见，在某些方面的开销确实需要一些结构性的调整，比如，失礼了，在奢侈品布料和古玩的购买上。
As far as I'm concerned, the family could benefit from some structural adjustment in certain expenditures. For instance, if I may be frank, we might reconsider spending on luxury textiles and antiquities.
坎贝尔呀，坎贝尔，别装傻了，好吗？你可能觉得我是个只会乱花钱的大小姐。 对家务事肯定一窍不通吧？
Ah, Cambea, Cambea. Quit playing dumb, will you? You might assume that I'm just some rich girl who knows nothing apart from squandering the family's fortune.
我只是懒得管你们而已，很多事情我都一清二楚。奢侈品采购的费用，跟你经手的亏空相比，根本就是九牛一毛。
I couldn't care less about the games you are playing, but comprehend many things fully well. Compared with the losses you have incurred, my luxury products are practically nothing.
比如说，现在这桩交易的资金，有一大半就进了你们两个的腰包。
For example, More than half of those funds involved in these transactions here will end up in your 2 pockets.
瑟利姆小姐，这无凭无据的，您可不能乱讲啊。
Miss Thelema, please don't make false accusation without solid evidence.
乱讲。就拿你们手里的合同来说，
False accusations. Let's take a look at the contract in your hand, shall we?
等等，
Wait.
开发于100年前采用复合式建材。复合式建材从被发明出来到现在也不过50年吧。
Built with composite materials a century ago. I do believe it's only been 50 years since composite building materials were invented.
曾是卡佩勋爵的封地。整本廊丘志里根本没有一个姓卡佩的勋爵，更别提计算面积的方式也都是猫腻。
The land used to belong to Lord Carpier. There isn't a single lord named Carpier in the entire history of Lancashire. Not to mention the faulty way you calculated the acres.
最重要的是，这片土地的名字是这个月才刚刚改的，因为1个月以前，那里刚刚发生过一场隐灾。
More importantly, the name of this land was only changed a month ago, shortly after the occurrences of the Shadow Calamity.
这
把刚刚发生过隐灾的地场改名兜售，要价还如此虚高，这其中有多少是长老您的屏障费用呢？
Selling a property where a Shadow Calamity recently occurred after changing its name and asking for an outrageously high price at that, I wonder how much of that price would be used to balance the books.
面对瑟利姆的连续攻势，坎贝尔不安地四下张望了一番，紧接着，他却突然沉默了，脸上的表情也迅速归于平静。
Facing Thelema's relentless attacks, Campbell looked around uneasy, but in the next moment he fell silent, regaining his composure.
他一言不发，默默注视着瑟利姆身后。
Without uttering a word, he gazed at someone behind Thelema.
够了，瑟利姆。
That's enough, Thelema.
父亲大人，
Father?
去你该去的地方，
Go back to where you belong.
可是
But
不要插手自己职权范围外的事情。我本以为你到了这个年纪，已经不用由我来重复家训了。
do not interfere in affairs beyond your duties. I presume you have reached an age where I need not reiterate the rules.
非常抱歉，家主大人，此事也怪我不够周全。小姐见识独到，又是天纵英才，多考虑一些可能性也很正常。
I beg your pardon, my lord. The fault lies with me for not being thorough enough. The young lady possesses exceptional discernment and outstanding talent, so it's only natural for her to consider more possibilities.
小孩子的纸上谈兵罢了，长老不必当真，继续按你的意思做就好。
Don't take it too seriously, Lord Chamber. She is just a child speaking about things she doesn't understand. Proceed as you see fit.
是，我已经派人去验收土地了，一切都顺利，家主大人放心。
Yes, my lord. I have already dispatched someone to inspect the land. Rest assured that everything is proceeded according to the plan.
走吧，瑟利姆。操劳俗务，不符合你的尊贵身份。
Off you go, Thelema. Remember that it is beneath your dignity to involve yourself in everyday's affair.
是，父亲大人。
Yes, father.
他知道此时沉默才是上策，于是不再开口。然而，当他迈出会客厅的瞬间， 突然想起了什么。
Thelema was aware that it was best to remain silent, so she refrained from saying more. However, something occurred to her as she walked out of the guest room.
验收土地，
Inspect the land?
啊，瑟利姆的爸爸怎么这样啊？
Oh, I never thought Thelema's dad was that type. What type? I didn't quite get it.
确实很符合大家族之主的刻板印象。色厉内荏，外强中干，一旦被人指责，还会恼羞成怒。
That's just your typical family head. They act tough, but they are really not that impressive. And they get all riled up when you call them out on their mistakes.
大家族的事情咱也不太懂，但是回忆的最后好像提到，长老购入的土地曾发生过影灾。
I don't know about great families, but didn't it mention towards the end that the land of Elder wanted to purchase has undergone a shadow calamity?
啊，有没有可能那里就是瑟利姆第一次接触到影的地方？
Oh, could it be the place where Thelema first got in touch with the shadows?
也许看到下一段自传就能知道了。
Maybe we'll find out in the next part of her autobiography. Oh my god, this autobiography feels like eternal. Holy, okay. Oh, no, we don't fight here. I can't go back?
附近有波幻能反应，要小心哦。
Wait, where's the next part? Okay.
跑起来了！
Yeah, okay, let's go with this one.
影，彼时，在尚未分裂的廊丘，那还是一个对大众来说略为陌生的名词。
The shadow was a relatively unfamiliar notion before the splitting of Langchu.
它被用来指代一系列的灾害。由于人们对它的本质尚不了解，所以指代的范围也时大时小。
It was used to denote a series of calamities. Since people were yet to grasp its true nature, the scope of its reference varied.
唯一达成共识的一点是，影的力量与人的恐惧有关。
The only thing everyone agreed on was the power of the shadow was related to people's fear.
一旦人的恐惧达到一定程度，影中就会出现怪物。在我读到的各种情报里，对此都有明确的记载。
Ooh, okay, this is Thelema searching about the shadows, and she looks very happy with her face right now. Once a person fear reaches a certain degree, monsters would arise from their shadows. There were clear reports of its phenomena in the various sources I had come across.
如果它们是一种能量体，那么只要没有被消耗殆尽，就肯定会有残余。所以，发生过影灾的区域，很可能会留下和影相关的异象。
If the shadows were a kind of body of energy, they, as long as that energy has not been depleted, there would certainly be residents left. Therefore, in the area where shadowy calamities had taken place, one could probably find strange phenomena related to the shadows.
而当人们靠近异象，又会产生新的恐惧，如此往复。
And when people approaching this phenomena, new fear would arise, thus creating a vicious cycle.
瑟利姆找到附近的制高点，确认土地范围内的情况。不出所料，一团暗黑色的不明物质正笼罩着建筑群，以及刚刚进入建筑群不久的女仆。
Thelema found a nearby vantage point to assess the situation in the area. As she anticipated, a mysterious dark mist enveloped the building, along with the maid who had entered the area moments ago.
这东西是什么？
What is this? I'm with the maid, and she still don't have the model?
救命！救命！
Help! Help! Ah.
瑟利姆冷眼观察着眼前的一切。
Thelema calmly observed everything that was happening.
即使聪明如他，也不知如何处理那神秘的黑色力量。他清楚，现在不是贸然行动的时候。
Despite her sharp intellect, she was at lost on how to handle that mysterious dark energy. However, one thing was clear: it was not the time for impulsive actions.
他只是思考着，一边思考，一边放任自己被不悦的情绪捕获。
All she did was analyze the situation, even as she allowed herself to be seized by negative emotions.
明明只要听我的，就不会落到这地步了。
It wouldn't have come to this if they had listened to me.
每个人都是这样，在无聊的事情上自作主张，以为自己比谁都聪明。
People are all the same, each carrying things out in their own way, believing that they are smarter than everyone else.
说到底，为什么？为什么你们不能都听我的呢？
Really? Why? Why can't you just listen to me?
一定要怕什么东西的话，怕我不就好了？
If you must fear someone, then how about me? Fear me.
念头形成的同时，身体也已经动了起来。
As her thoughts took shape, her body began to move.
整套行动迅捷而又轻松，连瑟利姆自己也没能察觉。有什么力量，这一刻突然改变了流向，涌向了他。
The entire set of actions unfolded swiftly and seamlessly. Even Thelema herself didn't realize what she was doing until it was done. At that moment, an unknown power shifted its course and surged into her body. Or is that the moment where she became sure? What? She absorbed it? Why?
瑟利姆大人，
Lady Thelema? Under the man's appalled gaze, the girl's body seemed to be merged with the shadows. But we looked like we are not surprised.
你臣服于我吧。
Submit to me.
直到那一刻，他才清晰地领悟到了自己的夙愿。
That was the first time she became clearly aware of her dream.
要想随心享乐，必先支配众人。
In order to experience pleasure at will, you must first assert dominance.
原来这就是瑟利姆得到力量的方式，还真是举重若轻啊！
Was that how Thelema got her power? That was easier than I thought.
可能瑟利姆事先已经凭自己的天赋领悟了操纵影的窍门，而这只是一个契机。总之，从那以后，他就能使用影收编护从了。
Thelema must have already mastered the tricks of manipulating the shadow with her own talent. So this was only an opportunity for her to put theory into practice. Whatever the case, following that event, she was able to harvest the shadows to recruit servants at her whim.
要想随心享乐，必先支配众人。
In order to experience pleasure at will, you must first assert dominance.
这才是享乐之术的初衷吗？
so that was what Show of Pleasure really wanted from the beginning. Okay, I see a pattern here that we will learn from all the Shus. About all the Shus, like the same we did in the Shoe of Unity. Okay, it's time to move to the next stage. Will be this one. Oh my god. My spare servants, raise your hands. Let me met pleasure or something? Okay, this is a lot about Thelema's past that has to be uncovered. But this episode already coming to an end. And we will see in the next episode more about Thelema and her family doings. This is like a really long, and to be honest, I'm kind of getting tired from all this story. But maybe, well, we already know a lot about Thelema from like I do know about Thelema from her story quest, so check that one out. And also, I kind of want to see what happened with the lantern and perception. This is much more interesting as right now hearing to the stories, but we will see. Maybe there's something going on here, and we eagerly wait for the moment when Thelema finally awakes, which hopefully will happen in next episode. But for this episode, I thank you much for watching, listening, and I wish you a great day, night, afternoon, and see you in the next episode.